Good morning, teachers. Welcome to my video lesson. Today I am going to share with my experience in teaching English language at schools and at the universities. I have been working for many years. During this period, there appeared a number of methods, approaches, and techniques. One of the most important and useful approach is critical thinking. The theme of this video is critical thinking. Objectives are: at the end of this lesson, the students will be able to be informed about critical thinking history, Bloom's taxonomy, and strategies. To learn how to look deeper into what they see and what they hear. To form their own opinions and create the new ideas. Be active for their society. To learn how to solve problems. To discuss their ideas and share with friends through critical thinking strategies. To improve writing, reading, listening, and speaking skills. And to increase vocabulary and assimilate grammar. Critical thinking enhances and reinforces the students' creative abilities in learning English. What is critical thinking? Critical thinking is teaching the students to look deeper into what they see and what they hear, and teaching them to form their own opinions and teaching them to create the new ideas. Critical thinking teaches us to be active, tolerant, responsible, well-educated, to solve problems, to fight for the life, and to live in peace and friendship. And what is critical thinking? Critical thinking is not what to think. Critical thinking is how to think. Critical thinking is not new. In 1605, Francis Bacon wrote his first book on critical thinking, and Socrates 2,400 years ago discovered by a method of questioning that people often could rationally justify their confident claims to knowledge. Critical thinking tells us what there is, what is happening, what our problems are, what our options are, what threatens us, what is important, what is unimportant, who our friends are, who our enemies are, what our history is, who we are, who is us. Critical thinking determines what we learn, how we learn, what we think is important to learn, what effort we should expend, what we think is true, what we think is false, how things should be viewed, whether our learning is of high or low quality, whether our learning is deep or superficial. In 1956, great psychologist Benjamin Bloom divided critical thinking into 6 levels. They are knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. Knowledge is main point. It's a topic, issue, thesis. Comprehension. In comprehension, our students understand what they read, hear or see. Third application. Here our students know and apply what they comprehend. Analysis. In analysis, they should analyze, break apart, study the pieces. Analysis is the ability to examine, organize, classify, categorize, differentiate, and variables. In analysis, they should recognize and explain patterns and meaning, see parts and wholes. In synthesis, combination of analyzed parts to form new theory. They should discuss what-if situations, create new ideas, predict and draw conclusions. In evaluation, our students should evaluate, judge in their own words. They make recommendations, assess, value, and make choices. At last, summarized form. In knowledge, the following words belong: define, list, describe, identify, show, name. In comprehension, explain, describe, summarize, differentiate, discuss, interpret. In application, they should illustrate, apply, demonstrate, show, solve, classify, discover. In analysis, the following verbs belong: distinguish, infer, order, justify, classify, arrange, divide. In synthesis, the following verbs belong: integrate, modify, substitute, plan, create, invent, incorporate. And in evaluation, the following verbs like rank, decide, recommend, support, create, defend. According to slides, you have informed a little bit about theory, what is critical thinking, how we use at the lessons, and how we improve our students' abilities for being responsibility, for being active, for being tolerant, and for being competent, and so on. For it, we use a number of critical thinking strategies. There are many critical thinking strategies which greatly used, widely used. For example, verbing, T-list, timeline, and the other. For example, I recommend you mix the critical thinking strategy mixed chain. For it, I have taken two writers' autobiographical texts. We will show their pictures and the works, and then you will stick the text about autobiographies of these two writers, and you wrote them in wrong way, in mixed way. You will stick it on the blackboard, and you will divide your class into 2 teams. Their task is they should write about this text in right way, in correct way. After a few minutes, one student from every group, they will read their version, and after it you will give the origin of these texts. The students will compare the origin of this text and with their version. Next strategy, ranking. Here teachers give 5 words: money, education, health, family, and friends. The students are divided into several groups. They should rank these words from the most important to the least important. After finishing, from every group, 1 student will present about their version. Then whole group will discuss. Next strategy is problem solving. Here teacher gives the text: the life is going to an end. Nothing will be left on the world. Horrible accident will have happened soon. So you will be given a chance to choose 12 professions in order to continue the new life. The teacher divides the group into several teams. Every group will discuss, then will present their version. After it, they will discuss and come to one consensus. In this way, you will teach your students with critical thinking strategies, and critical thinking strategies will give good results. The students develop their abilities for being responsibility, for being active, tolerant, confident, and competent. And they create their ideas for their society. They learn how to fight for the happy life. They learn how to live in peace and friendship. In this way, I have finished my lesson. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.